afternoon and welcome to Hallam News. I'm Sarah Cottingham.
And I'm Alexandra Fitton. The most recent demonstration by the English Defence League has left shopkeepers in Rotherham with almost half of their expected takings. This is one of 7 marches that has taken place in the town this year so far, with the last one attracting over 1,000 members. Our reporter Daniel Hayden has more.
This has become an increasingly familiar sight to the people of Rotherham. This is the 3rd march by the EDL in the last 2 months, attracting more than 100 members from Leeds and Rotherham. They say they were protesting against child sex abuse in the town.
I did ask the EDL for an interview, but nobody was available. But a spokesman did say that the protest would continue in Rotherham and that the disruption to businesses was a small price to pay.
But traders in the town centre disagree. They say that the area is like a ghost town when the EDL marches. Some traders say that they get no business at all when the march is taking place.
Stops business full stop. Like last few, we didn't have no business whatsoever because people come downtown early, get what they've got to get and go home, so it really affects us. It's in public eye now, so I don't know why they've got to keep doing all these marches for the same thing over and over again. Other towns don't allow it, so why should Rotherham?
60 police officers were deployed on the day, costing taxpayers thousands of pounds. But shopkeepers need to brace themselves for another visit, as the EDL say that they will be returning to Rotherham in the new year. Danielle Hayden, Hallam News.
Sheffield students have welcomed the idea of loans for postgraduate master degrees. The decision was announced in the Chancellor's autumn statement and is to take effect in 2016. Loans of up to £10,000 will be offered to students under the age of 30 in any master's subject.
Coming to university is an expensive experience, costing £9,000 a year for undergraduate study. For many, the cost of paying for a master's degree becomes a real struggle.
I had to get another part-time job and I had to basically not eat very much and not sleep so much because I was working. I was at university all day and then working a couple of part-time jobs in the mornings and the afternoons and stuff. So it was quite hard work, to be honest.
The proposal is expected to bring an extra 10,000 students into postgraduate study.
I think the prices of degrees now, it's a bit ridiculous, to be honest. But to be honest, I never really thought about doing a master's. But if they're going to make you get loans like you can do now, I suppose it could be something I'd think about.
It's a very good idea. I think they are massively overpriced. I mean, even going to university before is highly overpriced as well.
Considering they used to be about 3,000 a year, now they're treble that. So people are paying treble for 3 years of education. I don't think it's right, with all the living costs as well. So yeah, I do think it's a very good idea.
Opening up the opportunity for master's degrees drives for a higher skilled workforce and ensures students are not priced out of further study. A campaign is underway to prevent the demolition of a parade of shops on Devonshire Street. A private developer plans to build flats, restaurants and cafes in their place. Becky Core reports.
Lucy Jo Newell runs Sid and Mallory's Emporium, which is one of 3 shops that could be shut down and changed to flats. Shop owners have been told they will not be able to renew their lease once it is up.
There's not many shops like this. We make all our own clothes, design them, locally source the fabric, use local printers, and it's just really sad that they're going to do an overhaul of high street rubbish.
Jonathan Butcher, a Sheffield poet, is just one person against the demolition of Devonshire Street and has started an online petition.
Yeah, so I've had a really amazing response to the petition. We got over 18,000 signatures. Everybody I spoke to on the streets of Sheffield and online were in no way whatsoever in support of this happening. Everyone was really opposed to it.
A date for planning permission is yet to be decided by Sheffield City Council. However, they have said they'll take into account any objections that have been made.
We've been working towards getting on this street since we started, because this is like the independent quarter. It's the best place for shops like us. But obviously they're slowly getting rid of everything like us around here, so it's going to be just another sort of, Legoland, all the same shops, glass-fronted coffee shops, which is really sad because obviously this is, there's not many shops like this.
Sid and Mallory handmake all their clothes using Sheffield-sourced fabrics. They have recently been commissioned to design costumes for the This Is England series. Rare and Racy and the Natural Bed Company may also be forced to close. Many people believe replacing these independent traders would be a loss for the city.
Firefighters in South Yorkshire held a 24-hour strike last week over the ongoing dispute about their pension schemes.
A scheme firefighters believe is unfair and unworkable. Sophie Lockhart reports.
The Fire Brigades Union have said that firefighters will fight for however long it takes to secure a fair pensions deal. Negotiations have been going for 3 years over firefighters potentially being sacked or having a severely reduced pension if they fail fitness tests as they get older. After 3 months of taking no strike action, the Fire Brigades Union said they were left with no choice but to go on strike to try and focus people's minds on this ongoing dispute.
Today is basically just making the public aware of why we're on strike and the removal of our pension money that we've accrued, conditions that we've signed up for, and trying to make the public aware of what's happening and the threat of having potentially 60-year-old firefighters attending house fires, road traffic collisions, when all the evidence points towards that firefighters over 55 will struggle to maintain their fitness.
With firefighters on strike and there being no response during this time, staff at Sheffield Hallam and the University of Sheffield have been warned to be extra cautious, ensuring all students are fully aware of evacuation procedures and how to get out in an emergency during the strike period. Some high-risk activities at the university will be suspended as a precaution, such as work that involves flammable materials or working with fire in laboratories and workshops. Lessons like this chemistry class were cancelled for safety reasons, and students felt it was right to take these precautions.
Safety is always important, and it's obviously that comes first, I suppose.
I think it was right that they took this precaution because if there had been a fire, they wouldn't have been able to respond.
It's not nice, the thought that members of the public have less fire cover, but also saying that public safety is also a part of this dispute, and having elderly firefighters attend incidents is wrong and it's dangerous, but I'll be relieved to get back to work.
The government says the deal on offer is fair, and a spokesman added the only reason further meetings are no longer scheduled are due to the Fire Brigade Union's actions.
Now, is anyone feeling peckish? Sheffield's first Malaysian restaurant, named Noodle Doodle, has just opened in the city centre. Since opening just 2 days ago on Trippett Lane, restaurant owners say that they've been extremely busy, offering customers over 300 dishes of Chinese and Malaysian cuisine.
Plans are well underway for the new shopping complex that is being built in Sheffield city centre. The project taking place on the moor has cost the council millions of pounds and is due to be ready in 2015. It will have over 60 new shops and restaurants and a brand new cinema. The council hope the regeneration of the moor will entice more people into the city. Sheffield United donated presents for Hallam FM's Christmas charity event yesterday.
Hallam FM was the first visit of the day for the United players. Cash for Kids Mission Christmas event provides underprivileged children across South Yorkshire with gifts on Christmas Day. Thousands of presents have been donated to Cash for Kids, coming from over 500 companies and members of the public. And even Sheffield United's mascot has donated too. The players have helped the charity for the past 4 years and love giving back to the community. The event, which has been running now for 30 years, made over £13 million last year, and volunteers hope to raise even more this year.
Cash for Kids is a grant-giving charity, and we support sick, disabled and disadvantaged children living in South Yorkshire. Mission Christmas is our massive event where we ask our listeners and our supporters just to donate one extra gift, and these gifts are dropped off at one of our 500 drop-offs across from South Yorkshire. They're brought here to Hallam FM and sorted, and they're delivered to a number of charities and refuges in the local area, as long as they're supporting sick, disabled and disadvantaged children.
Sheffield United players are spending the rest of the day working with other charities.
We thought it was important to get out into the community, to take the players, to get out and see. We've gone to 4 various places today, and one of them obviously is Hallam FM's Cash for Kids Mission Christmas.
For kids not to be able to receive any presents, or it must be really hard and sad, so I think it's as I say, a great cause, and hopefully Christmas will be a bit more enjoyable for them.
Very important, because there's got to be kids waking up on Christmas Day without any presents, so even if you can donate one present, it's got to make at least one kid a lot happier on Christmas Day.
Sheffield city centre is filled with festive cheer as the Christmas markets return again to brighten up Fargate. A range of stalls will entice Christmas shoppers for the next 6 weeks. The well-loved markets offer a huge range of homemade gifts and continental foods brought to Sheffield from all over the world.
We go back to India every year, pick up all like the stock and like different things, and so people like the variety, whereas you go into shops and even though they have new things come out all the time, you can't guarantee that, I don't know, that it's just not very original.
And that's all from us today.
Have a lovely evening.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.